Hello everyone, I am Miser Luke, and welcome to battle number 152 of the Promethean Directive Season 2. We have a Rumelian fleet, the first, up against the Grand Fleet of Kaya-Tari, featuring a battleship and 2 missile cruisers. Meanwhile, Rumelia has 8 of their Loitas, and 5 Dame classes, which are also missile, probably destroyers would be more accurate. We will see whether the missile meta cruisers will win, or, well, we'll see what the comparative effects, I guess, of the missile and cannon ships are. Please do not ram. I caught this one soon enough that I'm going to definitely try and avert it. Disable movement. You may succeed. We'll see. Yes, I have averted a ramming for the first time in a long time. Okay, you can go back to work. Most of the rest of the time I've just been too fatalistic about it, like, oh, yep, they're gonna ram, that's gonna happen, and it will be sad. Hopefully he doesn't beach himself, that would be unfortunate. But we'll have to see. Let's get a health check. 98, 99, and 81 on the Tetsu. This guy is... Oh, I was wondering where all the damage was. There is where the damage is. Massive chunk taken out of the middle. Holy crap. That is what a bunch of missiles will do to you if you're not careful. But now, though, the missiles are probably finding a different target. Looks like this guy has had a big section chunked out of the rear, and some out of the middle, too. And it also just lost its spin shear. This guy, meanwhile, is losing a good bit of his side as well. Now for the Rumelian fleet, the Dames are all looking pretty good. One Loita has taken a lot of damage, but the rest have not. Well, the battleship is now no longer at risk of sinking. I'll say that much. And it at least is in a good position to still fire all of its guns, so that is nice. Oh, sorry, I was not looking at chat. Someone needs to speak up if I'm not looking at chat, or else I will not catch your orders. Kaya-Tari is definitely getting the worst of this one. With that in mind, would you like me to spawn in the planes, Rumelia, or should I still leave those out? Just to give us some more outcome to this battle. Okay, what are the aircraft to be spawned in? I guess at second, it's the strategic. Our 102nd heavy bomber. Which is 11 piercers and 1 peregrine. Okay. Which are not in this set of blueprints. Give me the blueprints. Kaya-Tari.
I have them. I'll just give them to you.
Okay. Alright, sir has DM'd them to me. I will get them in as soon as possible. Okay. And as I said, it is 1 Peregrine and 11 Piercers. One Peregrine. Okay. The battle now continues with aerial reinforcements on the Kayan side to give them some hope of pulling out a win or a draw here. But already their main battleship has been beached with quite catastrophic damage caused by missile salvos. And meanwhile, the Carinae missile cruisers have all taken a lot of bad hits. And they're both sitting at 80 or below. Already 1 Piercer has been shot down. But there's still 10 more where that one came from. A lot of forces in this battle. And the Carinae are still fighting. Whoop. The real question will be how many of those missiles can actually convert and end up landing. Because in a battle like this, if a lot of your missiles are getting intercepted, then that is very bad, which appears to be the case. I think that whole salvo got interrupted. So if these Carinae can't land their large missiles, then that is, I think, a majority of the cost brought into this battle that's for nothing. What are you shooting at? Are these guys like dual-purpose Seaways or something? Because that was shooting something over there. Oh. The Carinae here is at risk of sinking. But we'll have to see. With the planes now involved, there is a little bit more damage being taken by the Dame and Loitas. But it's still looking pretty dire for Kaya-Tari. I love the quality. Excuse me. The quality assurance yelling happening in chat right now. Oh yeah, look at all those interceptors. Well, I saw most of the interceptors. Why, Shift Tab, must you, or Shift Caps, must you do me so wrong? Are these large missiles going anti-aircraft duty? Oh, and they are obliterating. Oh my goodness. That poor Piercer. Yeah, so Kaya-Tari, you need to up your large missile game to whatever these guys are doing. I had great hope for the missile meta here, but they just got intercepted so bad. Some solid bodies, and this might have been a different outcome. But big yikes when you're putting that much into missiles and they all get intercepted. It is not great. These guys may manage to obliterate this poor Dame here because the rest of the fleet can't help with interception. But even then, I mean, just its interceptors alone can deal with an entire salvo. That's impressive. It's just got those 2 hedgehog-looking things on the sides for interceptors. Not even any turrets, just some angled launch pads. I assume there's some deco hidden mediums in there. Yeah, looks like it. Alright, well that one Carinae is very dead. The second one here is 76, and if it's lucky it will beach itself so it can't sink earlier. And the Tetsuya has lost its entire stern to missiles and is fighting on with just the bow. But based on that stutter, it looks like it does not have the detection to hit anything anymore. Yeah, Rumelia definitely added missile defense right at the exact right time. Is that another? That's another Peregrine. Oh, that is the Peregrine down. Looking at the map now, we've got a number of piercers still airborne. But if they're mainly missile craft, I don't think they'll be able to do much either. Unless their missiles are much more maneuverable. You know, Brisby, you may just have to nuke him. See how his interceptors do against real missiles. Erewhon does not approve of that message. True, if you nuke him on turn 20, Erewhon can't beat you up over it. This is not a suggestion to nuke people on turn 20. Please don't do silly, nonsensical nuking on turn 20. But it would be funny. Maybe. Oh. Ah, look at that. Yeah, friendly ships. Even after this guy ran out of interceptors, a friendly ship managed to intercept all but a few of them. Looks like those 4 or 5 will land. Ooh, decent chunk of damage dealt. That dame is looking honestly not much worse off. That did basically nothing. Heck. There goes one more piercer. The Tetsu's close to death, and the Karane is as well. Well, I think most of this guy's missiles are larges. It has some mediums. But yeah, all these guys are larges. The interceptors are medium. I don't know if that's what you're referring to. But they definitely don't do a large amount of damage. I kind of expected a lot more for like 5 larges. Unless they've been built maneuver heavy or something. Oh, there goes a Loita and a Piercer. Okay, these ones for some reason almost lasted better. Oh. 0 damage. It must have been beaten up so much by the interceptors that it couldn't do any damage. Yikes. Well, he's trying. You gotta admire the captain who's standing on his bridge right here like, yep, keep getting them, boys. We'll win this battle one day. Watch your step. Oh, there goes another piercer, and another piercer, and another piercer. Well, I knew the land being there would probably end up getting something grounded on it, but it hasn't probably hurt your chances for success because it hasn't damaged the ship much and it's prevented you from sinking, and you're not going to dodge missiles like that anyways. Ooh, big yikes. 2 damage finally on the Tetsu. It was kind of close to being cut in half, just a couple, maybe a dozen blocks away, which is a decent bit, but on a ship this large, not that much. This guy, meanwhile, is being torn apart above and below the citadel. Missiles are still firing, as are interceptors, but they're just not enough. True, charging could have worked. I don't know how effectively you can ram them, and even if you do ram one, there's just so many of them. You definitely got defeated by numbers here. Numbers and interceptors. But yeah, sorry I missed the order. It happens sometimes. I don't check chat too often as long as things are happening, and things at least have been happening in this battle. That's a good thing about it. It has not been slow. All of the aircraft have been shot down, leaving just this Carronade, and once it is too damaged, then that is the end of this battle. It is now the end of this battle. Thank you all for watching. Congrats to Rumelia on their victory.